This is the most ones I have ever freaking had in a money collection. All right, we're going to start off and do just the ones, and then we're going to... Let's keep going. No matter what we do, if everything goes right, there's going to be people here, so I might as well film. So today we're here at the car wash again, and my buddy Justin is shooting the video today. Make sure that if you want to stick around, his video will be out right after this one. But anyway, we wanted to do some filming here at the car wash, and I wanted to get more in depth with you guys at what it takes to run the car wash and kind of the issues that we have had here since we've bought it. This is now week 3 of owning the car wash. And it was such a great deal, but I want to show you guys the downsides of it. Now, we will do a bill count later in the video because I know a lot of you guys want to see the cash money that comes in from owning a car wash, but this is kind of a video on the finer aspect of owning a car wash. And like every other time, I can't do filming here at this location because people were here nonstop. We're going to show you what's in the maintenance room of a car wash. I know a lot of people are interested in seeing actually how a car wash works. And you know, I've always wondered what's behind those doors. So Justin's going to follow me and we're going to see what's inside the car wash, the quirks, the features, and how freaking loud it is. So come on in with me. This is the dungeon. We have already spent, if you'd believe it, we have already spent 4 days of cleaning this maintenance room out. The former owner, it was just, I think, to a point he had kind of given up on forward thinking. And that's kind of a problem that you have when you go in and you take over a business. I've certainly had it with my laundromats. They have suffered way more neglect than this car wash has. But it's just one of those things where we've got a lot of stuff to fix. Now, the interesting thing is here, as we pan over, this side is almost entirely dealing with the self-serve bays. This side is almost entirely with the automatic. Now, we've got a lot of really, really cool things in here. A lot of people have asked me, Brandon, does your car wash reuse water? Meaning, does the crap that ends up on the cars and in the pit system get recycled through the car wash and resprayed on cars? And the answer at this location is no, we don't. That's the high pressure system. It's in the final phase of the car wash. So now we got a car going through the car wash. This is the spot-free reverse osmosis water. This is the pre-soaked soap. This is the final soap. And now the water's coming in from the street, I think 75 PSI, and hopefully everything works and I don't get splashed with water. Aaron, my partner, and I were out here yesterday fixing this crap. So now the high pressure rinse is off. It'll actually kick back on if they've bought 2 car washes, the double deal. And this stuff breaks constantly. If we would look at these valves right now, they're disintegrating. They cost $3 to replace, but they're disintegrating. So there's a lot of things here just on the automatic reservoir that we've got to deal with. Now, what's the cost to fix the problems in there? It's about 10 hours worth of time at most. $50. So there's a lot of things in there that need work, and it's going to cost us several $1,000s. I'm going to show you guys the automatic. We'll go over here first, and I'll show you guys the automatic system. It's the pay station. It's a $12,000 piece of equipment that's vital, and there's duct tape on it. And that isn't to, you know, it's just the way things are here. We're going to switch to credit cards, and our hope is that we can increase the revenues on this location by about 35%. You've seen the blue face that we've got, and we're going to install it on here. There's actually an LED computer readout here from 1995, and it's totally unreadable. It's impossible to read, and you've got to hope that the machine's going to work for the day and not rip you off. This car wash doesn't inspire a lot of faith in it, but it's the only one in town, which is totally awesome, and it means that we've got a captive audience as long as no one else builds. Now, if we look over here and I don't get sprayed, this is our automatic touchless system, and despite what people have tried to do on the internet, you cannot ride on this thing, and it's an honest piece of crap, but it's going to cost $100,000 to replace. This one was installed in 1996. It's a touchless model, which means it does not physically touch your car, which a lot of people really, really love. But the new ones, they take out the railing here and they replace it with a LiDAR system like they use on lane avoidance for a car. And it just scans your car as you drive in the bay, and it just does like a 360 spray on your car. We're trying to figure out what has to be fixed at the car wash, what should be fixed in the next year, the next 5 years. So we've got a lot of preventative maintenance. We only paid $41,000, some odd change for all three businesses that we purchased off the former owner, but we're probably going to spend $50,000 over the next year in just upgrades. Just for the pay station upgrades, just for credit card acceptors, just that immediate stuff, we already spent $6,000 out of pocket to replace it. Now, when we looked at the location, we did our own analysis and cost segregation and things like that to realize that with those upgrades we can do well, but we've also kind of got to limp it around for a little while, that we go through the car wash and we fix things and we try to get it. Now, these are the same almost exact Hamilton bill exchangers that we have at the laundromat. I don't fight with the laundromat coin changers because they're indoors and it's heated and climate controlled. These are partially outside, partially inside. That one doesn't work. It hasn't worked for 3 years. The other one, and Justin can certify, I had to fix it right before we filmed it because a customer tried to put in $7 and it stopped working. So we're going to upgrade these systems. They're currently Hamilton with something called an MEI or a Mars conversion. They actually make conversion systems for these so that you can get a better guts system. The MEI is what I actually use on my Coke machine at my laundromat. And believe it or not, I have never had a problem with that one either. So this is another $1,500 in parts that we have to get and spend it. Now, I won't keep you guys waiting, and I'm going to show the partial bill count that we made over Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're going to do that real quick. This is the most ones I have ever freaking had in a money collection. All right, we're going to start off and do just the ones, and then we're going to come back and do the 5s and 10s. Just keeps going. $445, just in ones. And now we're back here with the bill count. I don't know what it is. I'm just telling you guys we're going to do it at some point. So that money's nice, but the reality is there's a lot of things that we also have to fix here, and we've got a lot of cash that's going to be coming out of the business to do it. Now, the big thing is we financed this place. We used the seller. We wrote a purchase money mortgage for the property. So we're essentially having the seller get his own pension off of this. He can retain some stable cash flow off the business. We can take it over. We can invest it. We did it with only 5% down, which is right around $40,000. We did it on a 20-year note at 3% interest, which is better than you actually get at a bank. It's insane. So I have built a little course in the description below. If you guys want to do that, if you'd like to purchase a car wash or a gas station or a laundromat, this is actually the 4th time I've used a purchase money mortgage to buy a cash flowing property. they need some work to them, but you know, you're going to be hard pressed to get a car wash otherwise with less than 20% down. So if you'd be interested in that course, the link's in the description. I would appreciate it if you purchased it. So anyway, back to the equipment here. This is the control panel, and these are magic buttons. And with the magic buttons, you can give somebody a free car wash, and you press them and it times up it increases the time. We've got buckets of all sorts of chemicals. We got the soaps and the wax. And what blows my mind is a container of wax can run from 50 bucks all the way up to $3,000. And I'm trying to figure out how to make our car washes compatible with ceramic wax. A lot of people are nuts about the ceramic coating that they put on cars anymore. We can actually offer a short-term temporary solution that's the exact same ceramic, but it's $3,000 to buy one container of it. I have no clue how long that lasts. I was told by one person it costs you between 50 and 75 cents to offer that as a service at a car wash. But I think it's cool because you're directly competing with companies that do the ceramic coating, and then they spray resin over your car to bind it for between 5 and 7 years. It costs $3 grand. So you're essentially paying a little bit every month, especially if we can get on a subscription service. You're paying a little every month as opposed to one big bill, which I think is cool. This is our weep system, meaning to prevent freezing in the bays, we actually recycle the water that comes in from the pits to the weeping system so that things don't freeze up. That's the only water that we reuse in this facility. The rest of it comes in from the street, and most of it's treated through reversed osmosis. This gigantic white looking thing here that holds 300 gallons is all reverse osmosis water. So when you go to a car wash, and I'm pretty sure all car washes do this, but I know for a fact ours does. It's reverse osmosis treated. And the thing is, reverse osmosis is super, super slow, so you've got to keep a gigantic reservoir of it. Let me know in the comments what you think about my idea, because from what I've seen, since we have a triple stage reverse osmosis system plus activated charcoal filters, I thought about getting a vending ice machine and putting it out on the road with a system to where you can buy bags of ice or you can buy coolers. From my research, Dexter, the company that's making our equipment for the laundromat, they also own a company called Lear, and they also sell ice machines that you can vend bags from. And I thought it'd be pretty freaking cool for a video that we could fill up we could fill up the bed of a pickup truck in frozen ice, like pellet ice, and have a party and, you know, sit down in a truck or something full of ice. So let me know what you think about the idea of a vending ice business, since we have 250 to 300 gallons of super, super clean water. The inside of the tank is as clean as can be. The outside's garbage. And it's just kind of one of those things that as time goes on, we're going through and we're fixing everything in here. We're cleaning them out. We actually have an attic at this location, and it is full of materials and equipment. Aaron, my buddy, was up there one day. He texted me and he said, Brandon, I have found over $3,000 worth of parts and different pieces of equipment here at the car wash. I don't know if they knew they had it, but it's just one of those things where an investment turns from an investment to a job. You start to lose focus of the long term, and then you start having too much materials, too much equipment, and you kind of lose your passion for it. So now with Aaron and I coming in, my partner who's managing these locations and doing a crap ton of the work, we can have a long-term mentality, a long-term goal on this car wash, and we don't have to get down to the mundane things. When we started filming, I think you saw Riley. He's one of our workers here at the car wash. He's a great kid. He just turned 19 years old, and he helps us with trash. Trash is one of the worst problems that we have here at the car wash. And another thing we're looking at doing is adding vending machines. And I can hear the sound. I don't know if you can hear in the background. There's somebody putting coins in. It's the sound of dropping coins, because one of the coin vaults is actually here in our maintenance room. Hey, look, somebody tried to break into this. So Justin made mention to me, and I wanted to point it out. The branding at the car wash is getting really crappy. We've got Lexan face plates on stuff. It looks like crap. We've got straw here from farmers, which that's okay. We love farmers here, but it needs to be cleaned on a better basis. So there's all these little things that we're trying to do and implement here at the car wash to make it look nicer and more presentable. It's just one of those things when a investment becomes a job, you stop forward thinking, and now we're in the game owning a car wash now, and me and Aaron are trying to forward think on what all needs fixed. This faceplate here is a $5 decal, and we get, after 3 weeks of owning this car wash, we've already got maybe a half dozen complaints about your stickers are bad. So the big thing is we're trying to listen to the customer base and figure out what do you want. Credit cards are by far number one. Signage is number 3 or number 4, interestingly enough. So once we get new signage, I think it'll really inspire confidence by our customer base. And hey, look, somebody tried to break into this. Fun. Now, one of the things we also have already done, I've already bought vending machines for the car wash, and they're supposed to be delivered and installed within 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, let's say. Jeff, if you're watching the video, 2 to 3 weeks. Anyway, so we're putting vending machines here because this, like I said, we're located right next to Dollar General. So in Ohio, you know we're in a good location because we have a Dollar General across the street. But my deal is I'm going to undercut Dollar General and the gas station on pop. They're not open 24/7. Vending machines are open 24/7. And so we're going to undercut every business in town and sell pop for the cheapest price possible. I knew a guy that did this real close to where I used to live, and he made between $3,000 and $4,000 a month selling the cheapest pop in town. And that was his deal, cheapest pop in town. He stopped doing it because he was tired of buying a literal truckload of soda, pop, fizzy drinks, whatever. So he had to buy a S10 pickup truck worth of drinks every single day and restock the machines. The machines only held 200 cans, and he just cycled pop every single day into the business rather than buying a royal 800 can like I have down at the car wash. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. Consider my course if you're interested in buying a car wash. We bought 3 businesses, so this one cost, this business here cost $12,000 or $13,000. So once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Now on to the 5s. All right. That's what I want to see. Oh man, over $1,000. Now on to the 10s. Cool. And that was, I think, a 3-day total through the weekday when it was frozen outside. The next collection, I think, will be during our Indian summer, which it got really nice and warm, and there's even more than this.